the Legends Football League, the Lingerie Football League. I want one highlight.
Some of the best memories actually came off, like, I guess, losses. As like one of the captains and a defense coach, you know, you see so much, but to see your teammates have the same like heart as you, but being able to influence such energy and knowing that, you know, in that moment they were like giving up to be able to feed a team to like get back into the game, like. And then at the same time, also, I miss motorboating and bum slapping in the locker room. I miss traditions of crazy bitches.
Why can't you bring those traditions to BKFC?
I will bring as many bad bitch LFL girls to the show as I can. I think that would be the baddest thing to have every girl in like LFL paint. Like, hey, who's not going to come to watch me fight knowing that I've got like 20 to 30 LFL girls? Hello.
No. What's up, OTS fam? You guys have got to check out VingVodka, the world's cleanest vodka, completely organic, additive, and sugar-free. But don't trust me. From Italy to my personal favorite, Crossroads Kitchen, LA icons in healthy eating are quickly getting on board, demanding Ving in their eateries. Fit for every occasion, women-owned and women-run. This is a great company with an amazing message that produces an incredible product. Spice up your pregame and check out VingVodka on Instagram and go to VingVodka.com to find a location near you that carries these bona fide bottles of magic. Cheers. Drink responsibly. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Outside the Stadium. Here with us today is the newest member of the Bare Knuckle FC roster, Tai Emery. Tai, how's it going today? Well, tonight. How's it going tonight by you?
Tonight is going good, mate.
Awesome, awesome. So you just signed to Bare Knuckle FC. I want to know why you chose Bare Knuckle FC. Did they reach out to you? Did you reach out to them? How did that process go?
They actually contacted me, and I'd been for the last few months really wanting, I don't know, I'd made a decision and tried to manifest wanting to be a part of the Bare Knuckles family. And then I get a random message. And at that stage, you know how you're just like, okay, this is too weird because I was just wishing upon this 2 weeks ago. And now these people are giving me an offer that, you know, to be on the show. And so I actually thought it was like a big joke. It took me a long time. It took until David Feldman was in a message with me going, hey, yeah, like excited, blah, blah, blah. And then I was just started laughing because I'm like, oh my God, I thought this was the biggest joke. Like I thought someone was having me on. So yeah, that felt pretty good. It felt good to be, have them come and reach out to me because, you know, it means that they really want me to be a part of the show and be a part of the growth.
Yeah, I mean, my instant reaction is to call bullshit. You were just thinking about joining Bare Knuckle FC and then randomly they reach out to you out of the blue. You weren't posting anything Bare Knuckle related?
Nothing. No, nothing.
That's
nothing at all.
I have to say then this is fate. So I mean, I know that you know Miesha Tate and she kind of got you into combat sports before Bare Knuckle FC reached out. Were you maybe interested in mixed martial arts or was it strictly striking? Because I know you have sort of a rugby football background that would seem to translate more to wrestling. No?
Yeah, it does. And I ended up becoming an all-star defense player in the LFL. So I ended up really just becoming a professional tackler. And you're right, Miesha Tate was the one to get me to transition from football into fighting. She said that I would find a love that I had missing, and you know, she really hit the nail on the head. So yeah, I spent my first 2 years like really learning jiu-jitsu and I guess going over more wrestling style stuff just because football, yeah, ground game makes me feel a bit more at home. And then that's actually why I ended up in Thailand because I wanted to put that focus on the stand-up side of MMA. So yeah, MMA was sort of the dream just because I really felt like, you know, I really feel at home smashing and running someone into the side of the cage and then, you know, getting them down into the ground. That's like a second nature for me. But boxing, honestly, boxing is something I love boxing. I think it's such a beautiful sport. And I think that this twist now has like real streets as well as like traditional, like as well as the entertainment side, like really kind of like putting it into this little care package. So yeah, MMA was the real dream. but hey, I guess sometimes we just have to let go of the details, and eventually like we end up like where we're meant to be.
So tell me if this timeline sounds all right to you. I'm just spitballing here. A couple of fights in the bare knuckle FC, grab the vacant BKFC championship, and then move to a mixed martial arts organization and kick some ass.
Look, I'd be happy with representing both. And Bare Knuckles has actually said that as long as you're like talking with them, that they support everything around it, and as long as their priority is having their fights done. And honestly, I'm a really big I'm like more into loyalty. So the fact that Bare Knuckles has, like, for one, they came to me and have always said, like, you should never really have to like chase something, like, if you're good enough, like, they will find you. And actually, those are the words that came from Claudia Gadelha's mouth to me at the UFC PI. She said, mate, like, they will find you. So if there's going to be an like, if it's meant to be, like, maybe one will reach out. But until, like, I guess that sort of moment, I'm really loyal. And I think Bare Knuckles is like the way of the future. They're really there for their fighters. They're, looking at retirement plans and just like having a different sort of care. So yeah, if Bare Knuckles would want me to represent in, the other leagues and I'm given the approval, then I think go ahead. Hell yeah.
I love it. And I love that fighter loyalty. That's really great to see, especially when you guys are, putting your asses on the line and literally getting your face punched in for that organization.
Yeah, so, of course.
How has Thailand been? How has training been there? Where are you training, and how is daily life there? I'm pretty sure it's extremely, extremely hot.
It's so hot here, but at the same time, I think Thailand gives you the best focus for your training. Everything is within like 20 minutes drive. When I was living in Atlanta, I would sometimes wake up at 4:30 and drive 3 hours just to get to my striking gym. Then, I'd spend another 4 hours in my car getting to a wrestling session, just because everything's so spread out. Same as in Vegas, you're always kind of like driving around the paddock. But when you're in Thailand, you're restricted to a scooter. So that's sort of life.
A real scooter or like one of those motorized scooters?
It's a proper scooter, like beep beep.
Wow.
Beep beep. The real scooters. So you're kind of restricted to that, but life is a lot more simpler out here. You're surrounded by fresh fruit, good food, the highest level striking, I feel, that's in the world. If you think about it, like, the best of the best, every single one of them has done a stint, and that was like a reoccurring blueprint pattern for me, in the up and coming years of like finding your success pattern. Every single person in that 1%ers had at least dropped that they were in Thailand for, a training camp or a block unit of training. So for me, I always had that in the back of my mind and in my logbook that, I need to go to Thailand. I need to do that striking. So yeah, the training here is so good just because you have that focus. Everyone here is high level. You're not, you definitely walk into a gym and you are not the shark there. Like, you are definitely one of the little fish. And I think that's the best thing. Like, be the shittest person in the room so you can fucking grow and learn. And I think there's something awesome in being able to do that. I'm never scared to just go to a new gym and knowing, because when you rock up to a new gym, you are going to get beat up. Well, I do. Look at me. Everyone wants to hit my face in. Everyone's like, oh yeah, pretty girl. Let's make sure she doesn't come back tomorrow. And then I'm like, oh, motherfucker, lots of this shit. So like, I don't know. It's really interesting out here. I've really been able to develop my striking game, and it really is just because maybe there's like not that much to do, but you come out here and you've got to focus and you've got a goal, and that's pretty much all that you do. Like, so I love being out here. I plan on going to America and of course like capitalizing on the time while I'm going to be signed and working with Bare Knuckles. I'd be crazy not to. Boxing has amazing, boxing coaches over there, but at the same time, my lifestyle, everything has to be more simple. Really, I'm doing 2 sessions a day, so I'm sleeping in the middle of the day. Like, you know, that's life. Life has to be completely focused around fighting. And Thailand really allows you to have at least like the beach and just these small perks. When in the other towns that I've lived in over the past few years while doing fighting, I really just felt like I was stuck in my car a lot of the time, you know. So yeah, Thailand's been one of the best things, and I think there's been some days where, oh my gosh, the worst. I thought this is the worst decision. So just like over a year ago, I was literally living off like one egg and one cup of rice, sleeping on a gym floor in a Muay Thai gym in the jungle, just so that I could train twice a day and learn, and really just like throw myself into the deep end. And then to go from here, where I'm now back living in the gym so that I can like put full focus just on everything that's up and coming, and, you know, kick out a lot of distractions. So yeah, I think Thailand's like awesome for that, because at least we've got good rooms here.
No, for sure. And we have to trademark that quote, by the way, be the shittest in the room so you can grow. That's got to be 100% trademarked. And there's also truth to what you're saying. You know, the rightful UFC bantamweight champion, Peter Yan, trained in Thailand. I just spoke to Tiffany Van Soest, the Glory Kickboxing world champion. She trains in Thailand. That's really where you have to go if you want to be a top level striker, whether it be Muay Thai or boxing, as you mentioned. So I think you're definitely on the right path. You also mentioned the LFL. That's the Legends Football League, the Lingerie Football League. I want one highlight from your time there. What's the best part, your best memory from that experience?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Some of the best memories actually came off, like, I guess, losses. As like one of the captains and a defense coach, you know, you see so much, but to see your teammates have the same like heart as you, where, you know, you're do or die all the way through, and you're getting your asses kicked and everything's down and the coaches are against you and the referees are against you. I love being able to see that other people have that big heart. Of course, I had to swear my ass off at everyone to like get back in the game, but being able to influence such energy and knowing that, you know, in that moment they were like giving up to be able to feed a team to like get back into the game. Like, I think there's some of my best memories from that. And then at the same time, also, I miss motorboating and bum slapping in the locker room. I miss traditions of crazy bitches. You know,
maybe
so
you
like
can start some of those traditions in Bare Knuckle FC. Why can't you bring those traditions to BKFC?
I will bring as many bad bitch LFL girls to the show as I can. I think that would be the maddest walkout. Like, whether I go in there and get cracked in the first like 10 seconds, like, for the sheer fact of everyone who thinks like our sport is fake, for all of us as characters, like, it draws such crazy characters, you know. I think that would be the baddest thing to have every girl in like LFL paint. Like, hey, who's not going to come to watch me fight knowing that I've got like 20 to 30 LFL girls? Hello.
No, for sure.
Hello.
I think you definitely could, because I don't want to call BKFC out, but if you look at their roster, I'm like, why are half of these people Instagram models? Like, do you have to be an Instagram model to get the call from BKFC? Are these
Maybe we do. Maybe we just only choose the beautiful people.
I love it. I love it. Well, this is my favorite part of the interview. I ask these two questions to everybody who comes on. First of all, tell the fans something about you that they would be surprised to find out.
I'm also an electrician and a thermographer. So I did that, I became the first electrical contractor of Australia as the first female. And then I went on and to become the youngest and the first female in the world as a thermographer. So
you have to educate me. What's a thermographer?
So thermography is a heat-seeking camera. So electricity is frequency, frequency is vibration, and vibration is heat. So by having a thermal imaging camera, you're actually able to track and see like electricity, for which in the normal eyes it is invisible.
Wow, that is definitely something I would not have expected to hear, especially given your busy career. But that's absolutely incredible. So congratulations on that. Final question.
Thank you.
What is the weirdest DM you've ever gotten?
Oh my gosh. We cannot even that cannot be filtered, because I've gotten to a point now where they have just become constantly so weird that, you know, it's just like, you just don't even see it. Like you're walking down a street and everything's falling beside you, but you're just still like got that little prance, like can't see anything. That's me with my DMs.
Oh man. Can you give us the weirdest DM that you could say on camera?
Oh.
Or actually, let's do this. The most constant DM. Like, what do you get all the time?
I get a lot of people trying to either date me or take me out, or I don't know. And I just think that's kind of strange because, for one, like I would want to hang out with a person a little bit. Like there's about 25 Tai Emerys inside this body, and you know, it depends what day, what mood, how much sleep I've gotten. Am I being a brat because I didn't get to train in the morning? Like, I don't know. I just read those ones and I think these people are crazy. Like, I don't even think they understand that they would not be able to handle me. So what the hell, you know? To me, I'm like, okay, that's flattering, but boy, you don't even, you wouldn't know what to do with this car.
I love it. I love it. Well, Tai, this has been great. And for those who don't know, once again, the newest member of the Bare Knuckle FC roster, Tai, thank you so much for joining us today.
Cheers, mate. Thank you for having me.